Fun. Well, let's dive into the new album, Spectre. I've wrote down some notes on a few songs.
Sure.
Just kind of going through it, man. I mean, first off, we got to give Andrew Rose a round of applause for that bass tone, man. There's some great bass tone, and then I've got the More of Us Than Them, that bass line in there, man. When it kicks in, it's almost like a groove metal like track, man. It's awesome.
We're not expecting that. To be honest, I don't even know if I knew he could play like that. You know what I mean? I was just like, I got the song back, and I had actually sang to it without the bass in the verses.
Oh, nice.
So it was just like those ringing out guitars, you know what I mean? And that's what I sang to. And then he went and did his part, and I got it back, and I was like, what the who the fuck is this guy? I'm just like, oh my God. But yeah, I'm with you on that one. That one took me by surprise. So
the intro to Who Dares, man. What's the comedian? I couldn't place it right off.
No, sure. So he's actually an artist. He goes by Utah Phillips, and he's like he's like a labor organizer and a labor rights like kind of like Woody Guthrie. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like that vein of artist or singer songwriter, whatever you want to call it. But so he has an album. It's basically just him live, where he just does more talking than he does more playing. But it's this album that he's got called One Big Union. It's like an IWW like a pro union album. So I took it, lifted it from that album. So yeah, Utah Phillips is the guy's name.
Yeah, I was like, man, samples on a hardcore record having, movie quotes and things like that. I mean, it's been a minute since some hardcore bands have done that.
I know, and we're kind of known for it because especially on our album Diamond, people like shit on us for having too many quotes. You know what I mean? But like, so now we've tried to ease up by definitely making sure we have them because it's such an integral part of our band. But you don't want to have too much where there's like fucking 15 minutes of like people talking when people are like, dude, I just want to listen to this fucking song.
I loved getting like cassette demos back in the day, and people were lifting like Godfather quotes and Goodfellas, and you're like, man, if you guys ever get anywhere, you're immediately gonna have to change everything.
I mean, we straight up got sued. We used on our album Disobedient, like we had to take one of the songs off of the album because we have this big long quote from a Charlie Chaplin movie, and we had to take it off. Like we had to get rid of the whole song. So now, if you go to Spotify, there's a fucking song missing. But we're working on taking the quote out and putting it back on the record. But
you would assume by now, like he would be like fair use.
Yeah, straight up. And that's what I thought. It's like after so long, things are just public domain. So I figured it's a black and white movie, so it's good. But we instantly got flagged and the shit got taken down. So yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
Nothing better than a hardcore band telling you to hush. By the way,
right?
Like just hush. And I'm like, what an amazing word to kind of yell at you to do.
No, for sure. And like there was even kind of the joke about that, like really hush. Like you don't want to tell people like shut the fuck up or like, you know what I mean? Like keep your mouth shut or anything like that. But I was like, I like hush because it's almost like condescending. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's almost like, okay, honey, hush. We're done hearing from you now. Hush.
Right.
And that's the song's about Nazis, so it's like we're not interested in hearing about anything you have to say. So why don't you fuckers just hush, be quiet.